Do you ever feel like you're caught in the whirlwind of modern life, always rushing from one thing to the next without a moment to breathe? Where if you're craving a way to slow down and truly savor the present moment, you are in the right place. Welcome to my channel. My name is Isa, and in today's videos we'll be talking about the concept of slow living. Let's explore how embracing a slower pace can lead to a more mindful and fulfilling lifestyle. In today's fast-paced society, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant demands and pressures. From stress and burnout to the never-ending need to multitask, we often find ourselves struggling to keep up with the frantic pace of life. So how can we break free from this cycle of busyness and embrace a more intentional way of living? One key aspect of slow living is incorporating mindfulness practices into our daily routines. By focusing on the present moment and cultivating awareness, we can bring a sense of calm and clarity to our active lives. One simple way to do so is by just sitting down and practicing to live in that moment. What I mean with that is not to fall in the trap of thinking, what shall I do next? Or I could use this time to do this and that. No, just sit down and relax. Maybe have a cup of tea or coffee and start looking around you. Maybe you could look outside and start noticing some new leaves on a bush or the birds coming and going. The important thing is to train your mind in the fact that you don't need to be constantly doing or thinking about something. It's okay to just stay still and watch life going around you. Additionally, time management techniques play a crucial role in slowing down. Learning to prioritize tasks, set boundaries, and say no when necessary help us create space for what truly matters. For example, in a day, I know I could do many things, but if I don't feel like it, I choose only to do those necessary tasks to just keep me going. Same for boundaries. I know it can be difficult, but it's okay to say no and claim your time. Practice to say no if you feel something is going to harm you more than benefit you. Simplifying our lifestyle is another essential component of slow living. By decluttering our physical space, cutting out distraction, and prioritizing meaningful activities, we can create a sense of peace and purpose in our everyday lives. For example, reducing and eliminating social media can be the first step to embrace a slower life. Basically, social media are designed to keep you hooked and give you that dose of dopamine. But the problem is that in real life, it doesn't work like that. So what happened is that you're going to crave it and you're gonna get upset in real life because you don't get it. Personally, I really like to keep social media at the minimum as possible just for work and maybe entertainment. I like to watch long format videos because I've noticed if I start watching shorts, it just starts scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you end up like scrolling without a purpose, and it doesn't feel good, and after that also like your mind doesn't feel relaxed. And the same with Instagrams. It's very easy to fall in the trap of comparison. So you start looking pictures of from friends or even celebrities or influencers, and you start thinking, oh, I wish I could have that. I wish I could do that. And you just start stressing yourself with these things which are not helping your situation. So I think minimizing social media is really the first step to slow down and practice slow living. Now, let me share a personal story that shows the power of embracing slow living. A few years ago, I was constantly chasing after productivity, like many of us do, trying to do more in less time and finding the perfect job, the perfect career, and being at my best in everything. But unfortunately, an important event made me realize that things can change very quickly in life, and this changed my perspective of what really matters in life, after all, if I only had little time to live. So I began to prioritize presence over productivity, and I discovered a newfound sense of joy and fulfillment in the simple activities and moments of life. For example, I started not being so anymore interested in a career because I realized that time is precious. As I said, something might happen and you might not have much time left. Of course, we hope to live long, but you never know. And I thought, at the end of the day, I want to be happy with the way I use my time and what I do in my time. So I stopped chasing after a career. I stopped looking for always the better job and instead start looking at a job as a tool to, for example, finance what I want to do, or get me out of the house for doing something. I think in slow living it's important that what you do is really what you like and appreciate, and at the end of the day it makes you think that it was worth it. And by slowing down and savoring each experience, I found a deeper connection to myself and those around me. So, in conclusion, slow living is not about just moving a snail pace or being lazy, but it's really about savoring the sweetness of life's moments. And they'll be different from each of us. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a career or you cannot have dreams and still living a slower pace of life. What's really important, I think, for a simple life and slower life is prioritizing what truly matters for us and not what others tell us. I think it's important to remember it's okay to take a step back and breathe. There's no need to always multitask, always be on the go, and just enjoy the present moment. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd like you to share your own experience with slow living in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more content on slow living and simple life. And remember that life is meant to be enjoyed, so let's embrace the art of slow living. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.